Hello, my lovelies. We are in the most extraordinary energy portal, which is known as the Lion's Gate portal. Now, this happens every year on the 8th of August, so the 8th of the 8th. Now, last year was an 888 portal because 2024 added up to 8, so the 8th of August 2024 was a triple portal. So this year, 2025, adds up to 9. And when you add the 8th of the 8th and a 9, it comes to 25. So there's again more than one portal here. So we're looking at what is happening around us, what's occurring in our lives and on the world stage to do with manifestation. So how we see through the veil, how we see through the dark energies that have been attempting to control us, how we step away from those old thought forms, old belief systems, old programming. So in 2008, I had a life-changing experience. Pluto entered Capricorn in 2008, and that's when my father died, Pluto, death and rebirth. And I upped sticks and I moved to where I always wanted to be, in the countryside by the sea in a little cottage. And during that time, because I moved location, certain things to do with death and rebirth started occurring in my life. And the rebirth part was the activation of my creative energies, which I didn't know I had. I'd never really been able to paint or draw, they were just stick people. And I did a little weekend art workshop. And I thought, oh, I'm quite enjoying this. This is good fun. So I started to daub and muck about with paint. And then over the years, this developed into something of I would call inspirational art. So there's no strict regime I use, just faces appear on the canvas. So this one here, this is one of the white lions of Timbavatti, which is in South Africa, and his name is Inguavuma, and it means he who speaks wise words. And so he was the first feline face that showed up. And then others started to show up in other pieces of artwork. And as I say, I had no idea what was going to land on the page before I started. And this beautiful creature, Inguavuma, was kept in a cage, and he was bred for hunting. And he was actually killed, shot, murdered by a hunter who paid thousands of pounds to put a bullet in him. But his energy lives on. And so when he showed up on my page, the essence of him, which is he who speaks wise words, continued to impress me, continued to influence me. And I've always been a cat lady, although I do adore doggies. And so he wanted to show up today with regards to this 8-8 portal. So it isn't just the 8th of August. The portal opens on the 26th of July, which is an 8, and moves through till the 12th of August, which is an 11 day. And so we have this wonderful opportunity now, as this doorway, this opening, this portal, beckons us to leave behind what no longer serves us, to not look back, and to embrace that leonine energy. Leo rules the heart, and also he's to do with courage. So courage is, the word is from the French, la coeur, which is the heart, and rage, which is passion. So it's the passion of the heart. And as we drop into our heart, rather than be dominated by our minds, by our egos, we can feel that courage, courage, mon brave, stimulating and activating those parts of ourselves which have been dormant. So the manifestation side of things can be to do with your creative energies. Leo is the 5th house in astrology, all to do with creativity, with children, with fun, with play. And as we're in the Leo season, this is really a good time to play, to have fun, to be creative, make a mess. Doesn't matter. When I started painting, it was a mess. I was dissatisfied with it, but I kept going and I kept going. And you may find that things that pop up into your life now, we have to practice it and just keep going. And then suddenly it turns into something you think, oh, this is quite good. I'm enjoying this. And it can be part of your new life, your new beginnings, where if you are in a 9-to-5 situation where you feel you have to stay and you have to work till you drop, something is coming in which you could possibly start as a hobby, and as you practice and practice, it becomes something that you put your heart into. It is heartfelt. Your heart guides you, and it turns into something that you can make a living from. You're not working to live, you're living with the work that is flowing through you. So 8-8 is also associated with a movie called Back to the Future, because Doc Brown says to Marty, you have to get the speed of the DeLorean up to 88 miles per hour before it can travel through time. So this is a wonderful indication of how we can utilize this energy of the 8-8 portal to move into our futures. We can also go back in time and bring from those past existences what will serve us now, leave behind what doesn't serve us, use the flux capacitor, which is an extraordinarily beautiful energetic frequency which moves us forward in the most exquisite way. So I think we'll need a part 2, my lovelies. If you care to join us, we'll see you in a minute.